which I think was called October. Scott was here and really kind of blew everybody away. Scott is from Brunswick. He's an acclaimed performer and composer dedicated to the preservation and innovation of traditional Native American flute music. With nearly 3 decades of experience in the powwow circuit and concert halls, Scott's deeply personal and expressive style honors the heritage of his ancestors while captivating contemporary audiences. He specializes in handcrafted flutes and he's a passionate advocate for cultural education through music. Did you make some of these flutes? Is that right?
I wish.
No, you didn't.
No, I did not.
That's all right. But you've supported the people that did make it.
Absolutely.
All right. We're ready to go?
We're ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Smoking Bear Edwards.
Thank you, Troy. No, I don't make any of these, mainly because I can't read a ruler past 1/4 of an inch. And all those little lines there just mess me up, and it's like I have no idea. But I do have the privilege of knowing everybody who's made a flute for me. It's a very small, well, it's not as small a world as it used to be, but the first song I'm going to play for you tonight, I call Live from the Island of Misfit Flutes. Thank you very much. It's always a challenge to see what flute I brought. I think about it a lot before I leave, and I'm like, what did I bring? I love these instruments for the very simple fact that I think they're playable pieces of art. I now own 33 of them, and each one of them has its own story and its own personality. All the woods are different, and they come in different keys too. The flute I'm going to play for you now was my first quote-unquote serious flute from a very, very renowned maker out in Sedona, Arizona, named J.P. Gomez, who just makes some of the finest flutes in the world. The song I'm going to play for you now is called Zuni Sunrise. one of the most amazing things about these instruments is how old they really are. For the longest time, people thought that they were imitations or knockoffs of the recorders or the whistles from the UK or something like that. And turns out that they're finding flutes now that are a couple thousand years old. Granted, some of them were started out as like bone whistles and things like that. But the Native American flute has been around for a very, very long time. And one of the things I love most about it is that no matter where I go or what I play, there's always somebody in the audience who it just kind of reverberates to. And I think that's because it's all in our DNA. No matter where you come from, no matter what your heritage is, we all come from tribal people. And every nation, every tribe in the world had a flute, whether it was the Japanese shakuhachi or the Irish whistles, or in South America, the pan flutes. We all had a flute. And it's one of the really things I think binds us all together. And I love sharing this instrument because I think it does that. It's also an instrument of very personal expression. I don't know if I've ever played the same song twice, because you get into it and the flute just starts to play you. This is a song I wrote some time ago. It's called Medicine Bear. I hope you enjoy. Thank you very much. Got time for one more, Troy, or?
Yes, yeah.
Right. Considering I was just talking about history and things like that, and the fact that I always like to leave everybody with a song that they recognize. Anybody in the room ever hear of the Trail of Tears? Trail of Tears was a forced march of the Cherokee people and lots of others from their homeland in the southeast, and they marched them out to the wonderful green pastures of Oklahoma. Not. And a lot of people died on that walk. And they couldn't stop, they wouldn't stop to bury people. So what happened is that through being exposed to Christian churches and the like, the Cherokee people and the people on the Trail of Tears adopted this song as a way of saying goodbye and blessing the people who passed on the way. It's often called the unofficial Cherokee national anthem. I'm sure you'll recognize it. Thank you, everybody. That's my time. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Troy. Thank you, Alan.